What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? It is me, Canon Mikho, aka Ocean Crash. Guys, I've been busy today. I've been pretty exhausted. Went out for a walk. There's a pause for my work. Uploaded a video. It's literally uploading as I'm recording this right now. It's day 16 minimalism challenge, and I've got a lot to do. And I don't want to work. I don't want to work today. And today, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to work and what to do when you're faced with I have to work or I want to work when I don't want to, when you're faced with a situation where you don't want to work when you feel like you have to. Or if you want to. So basically getting over the hump of just not having motivation to work. And I know it's an issue I face a lot. I'm the type of guy, for me to work, I need to have a lot of things to do. I need to have so many things to do. I need to have a routine, and I need to be overloaded with tasks. That's how I am. I need a drive. For me, a hectic lifestyle is my drive. It's what fuels me. It's what keeps me going. And that's why I'm pretty excited to open up the business and of the coffee shop and work on that, because I know if I open that up, I'll just be so busy. I'll be so exhausted. And if I'm not exhausted opening up a business, then I'm doing something wrong. So you come to me, say, hey, Canon, hey, Ocean Crash, OC, I don't want to work today. What do I do? Well, there's a few things you can do to figure out what to do. There are so many solutions that you can do that'll help you, and there are some that I implement. So the first thing you can do, if you have work to do and you don't feel drive, you don't feel motivation, and I'm going to try my best to differentiate whether it's between your entrepreneur lifestyle, so if you're working from home or if you're doing your own business, and someone who works a 9-to-5 corporate type of thing. So there's so many things you can do. I realize that my mic may be peaking, so I'm sorry if it's been kind of going crazy, but yeah, sorry, lowered it again. So the first thing you can do is take a break. This may sound weird, but take 5-minute breaks every half an hour until you feel like you're in the zone. If you feel like you're in the zone, don't take your breaks. Just keep pumping it out, keep going. But if you're like, I don't want to work, oh man, you're just pushing yourself, keep pushing every half an hour. Then every 5 minutes, or every half an hour, get up for 5 minutes. Go sit down, go on your TV, go on your phone in your bedroom, go for a walk, do that. And if that's not working, then at the 6-hour mark, go take a half an hour walk. Go walk outside, go do it. I do that. It's so effective to go take a walk, because it's like for me, it's like I'm starting a new day. I will be working all day, and I'll go take a walk. I'll be working all day and I won't be productive, and I'll feel unmotivated to work, and I don't know what to do. So then what will happen is I'll go take a walk 6 hours later, and I'll come back and I'll feel like I'm in a completely new person, completely different mentality, completely different attitude, and I'm in it. I'm in it. It's working for me. Now, another thing you can do, if that doesn't work out for you, another thing you can do is figure out what you have to do for the day. So I have a lot of work to do online. I'm creating websites for a few of my clients. I've got 5 clients right now that specifically want websites. Currently, specifically want websites. I had a brain fart on one of them. I won't name drop, and I didn't know what to do. So I went for a walk. It worked. If that doesn't work, another thing you can do, take a look at your schedule. Try to do another job that is completely unrelated. I need to do my laundry. I need to organize the room. I'll do that. If I can't work, I can't focus, I'll stop. I'll organize my office, and then I'll get back to work. And it'll get my mind rolling and away from thinking about it. That doesn't work. Then I'll go do some push-ups. That gets my adrenaline going. That's another thing too. If I feel like I'm unmotivated, there are times where I'll have tasks, I'm on a deadline, and I'm unmotivated to get the job done, or I have no energy. I'll do push-ups every 30 minutes, because when you do push-ups, it kind of gets your endorphins going. It gets you excited, it gets you energetic, and it gets you more like active. It's kind of like drinking a cup of coffee, which is another tip. Drink your cup of coffee. If you're not a coffee drinker, drink some light tea. You can have coffee. If you don't like coffee because it gives you too much energy, I've heard a lot of people say, I don't like coffee because I feel like I'm having an anxiety attack. I'm just like, I'm shaking, I'm going insane. Well, guess what? You can adjust that. That's a nice thing about coffee. It's not like a can of Coke where you can't adjust the sugar. It's not like, something with rocket science. Say you want coffee and it's too strong for you, then instead of doing maybe 1 scoop for every cup, maybe do 1 scoop for every 4 cups. It dilutes the coffee. Still get the coffee taste, but it's less caffeine. Unless you're drinking 4 cups over 1 hour, it's the same as drinking 1 cup over 15 minutes. 4 cups 1 hour, because you made it from 1 to 1, but before it made you kind of energetic, kind of crazy. Now you did 1 cup of coffee to 4 cups of water, and you diluted it by 75%. You diluted it, or 400%. I don't know, my math is terrible. You diluted it 4 times. So 4 cups, 400%. It is 25% the strength of your 1-to-1. So that gives you more time to drink it, gives you more time to span out the energy. And if that's the case, then say you only want half a cup, then do 1 scoop for every 4 cups of water, and only drink 2 cups. Throw away the other, or save it for tomorrow, or whatever it is. You do that. So there are things you can do for coffee, and if not, tea works perfectly fine. But I digress. I got into my coffee mode. So yeah, do something else. Get involved with other projects. Drink some caffeine. These are very small tips, but it gets the mind going. Another good option is take a break to listen to a podcast, or while you're working, listen to a podcast or listen to some music. Obviously, most people, I would say listen to music. I would say more people listen to music than they do podcasts, mainly because it depends what type of work you're doing. If you're dealing with a lot of words, for me, for example, I can't listen to people talking or words when I need to focus on content like word creation, keyword generation, or keyword density for a blog or something like that. I can't listen to people talk, because then it gets the verbiage, or gets me confused. So focus on trying to find something that will relax you in the background, that will get you focused. I even listen. There's a video that I listen to when I have headaches. It's a beta wave amplifier, and I'll just be sitting down doing my work, and I'll just hear these vibrations come out of my speakers. Or it's even 10 times better with headphones. Gets rid of my headaches, allows me to focus more as well, because it's just kind of like, it's like you're working and someone's just like massaging your back, and you're just typing or doing your work, and it's good for your brain. For me, I like it because I think a lot. I do a lot of work, and my brain's constantly running. And when I'm not working, my brain's constantly running. And when I'm in bed, my brain's constantly running. So I'm the type of person, I'll go to bed and I won't sleep for another 2-3 hours. So I'll call someone, or I'll do something to get my brain running, and it kind of exhausted because I'm focusing on other things. And then I try to go to sleep right away after that. Last night was a prime example. Slept 3 a.m. Having a conversation with a friend. And I was like, you know what? I woke up today and I felt dead. I didn't set up. I set up an alarm, and I didn't wake up. I just let myself sleep. And I got onto work, and I felt today was pretty groggy. There's been no sun all day, and I had no motivation. So another thing you can do, and I don't do this, but I know a lot of people that do this, especially in the corporate entity locations, is when you're working, try to use a stress ball, or like a slinky, or some knick-knack, a fidget spinner, or something like that, because those instruments are are great because it physically gets your brain operating. And what's even better is it teaches your brain to multitask. So you may be not motivated to do that work, but if you're focusing on a fidget spinner while you're doing your work, you may forget about you not being motivated, and you'll just be like, oh, okay, you'll be focusing on the fidget spinner, like it's not spinning, and then you'll be doing your work and clicking around, and then you won't realize it, but half an hour has gone by, and you've been focusing on a stress ball or a slinky or silly putty for half an hour, and you completed some work. So that's really a great tip that I know a lot of people do. It doesn't work for me, but there's that. Another thing you can do. And this is there are types of feedback or positive reinforcement that you can utilize within work, and for me, there are a bunch of them. There's psychological feedback, which would be, for example, a to-do list. Maybe you're unmotivated, but you create a list of the tasks you need to complete today, this week, this month. Break it out as much as possible. Once you start checking off a box and you see that task completed, it motivates you to continue to do more. You're like, oh wow, I'm almost done. Oh wow, I'm almost done. I'm almost complete. Think of it like when you're at a race. You just want to give up, but you're just like, oh, I'm almost there, and you don't give up. I used to have that when I was on the swim team. I used to be, man, that last, my fat self couldn't get that last 100 meters. You know, I was doing 100 meter freestyle or fly, and I couldn't get that last maybe like 5-10 meters. I just couldn't do it. And I was like, I'm almost there, I'm almost at the end, I'm at the end, and I used to get it and I used to finish. Never first, but decent place. So those checklists really help you kind of focus and get into that mentality. I have for my coffee shop a bunch of checks and to-do lists and ideas and everything on the wall. I have a picture collage which has been growing for inspiration throughout my time. I've got another board on my right specifically for client information. It's on my right so it doesn't show up on the camera since it's confidential. And I just mark things. Even if I can't work, I'll just take a break. I'll stand up. I'll just look at my board and I'll just be like, so I'll just do that. I'll just get up and I'll just look. I'll just stand in front of my board of checks and things to do, and I'll just stare at it. I'll just be like, okay, I can't focus. I can't get my work done. Let me just look at these tasks. All right, so I've got 3 weeks to take care of this. I've got 4 weeks to set up my employees' POS. I've got 2 weeks to set up W-2s and collect Social Security and tax informations. I've got 7 weeks to finish purchasing my boards for my menus. I've got 1 week to finish creating all my recipes for all my drinks. I've got 8 weeks to finish hiring. I've got, so what if I do this, and what if I, so like it gets your brain going, and it gets you more focused. And this comes into play really, really when you're not motivated. Just get up and, okay, you don't feel like working, then just walk around. Don't work. That's really the short answer is, if you're not motivated to work, don't work. Don't do it. I'm not saying don't work the rest of the day or don't work the rest of the week, but don't do it. If it's really bad, if you really cannot focus and nothing's working for you, then maybe you need to take a day. Just take a day. Try to do the bare minimum you can, the necessary. If something is due today, get those things done. And then if there are things that can wait, just leave. That's happened to me at work a couple of times where I've couldn't get work done. And if you've got a nice understanding boss, just go to your boss and just say, hey, I've completed my time required stuff, taken a few breaks, got really bad migraine, I just can't focus today. Do you mind if I leave 2 hours early? I need some time to collect myself, and maybe so when I come into work tomorrow, I'm more better put and I'm in a better environment. And if you have a good, decent human of a manager, they will tell you, oh yeah, go ahead. I understand. I've had those days all the time. Just make sure you're up and ready and at it for tomorrow. I'll be like, definitely, I'll try my best. Just try it. If your manager is an asshole, excuse my language, if your manager is a terrible person and they're just not going to do it, then Personally, what I used to do, just don't work when you're at work. Just like act like you're working, check your phone every few minutes. It's okay if your manager gets mad at you every 1 month. Just don't make it a habit. Like, go search the web, listen to YouTube videos. What I used to do is I used to watch YouTube videos of people talking about like marketing stuff to get my brain going, because I was not motivated to work, and my manager had no reason to get mad at me, because I would be like, oh yeah, I'm just doing research, because research is a part of a marketer's job. You need to do your research and catch up with the industry and just gather information. So I used to be like, oh yeah, I'm just gathering research. I just need time to like just looking at stuff and trying to see if I can implement new strategies. And my manager used to be like, oh, okay, awesome, that's cool. So you're even an asshole of a manager, again, excuse my language, can't complain about stuff like that. So I hope you guys really found this video interesting. I myself multiple times run into roadblocks, or I just don't feel like working, or whatever it may be. Yesterday I went on a hike. I went on a 6-mile hike, and I always forget the name. I forgot the name like 8 times during the vlog. But I went to this place called Palos Trail in the city. It's something, so Sharon Woods, Illinois, something like that. But I am going to be posting that vlog up soon to edit it. And I went with my friend Emmanuel. I took a break. I just couldn't work. Psychologically exhausted, just a lot going through my mind, and I was like, you know what, I can't focus. Even today has been kind of a struggle, but I've been able to pump out work and content. I'm working on websites. I'm struggling between InVision and something else for a client, for client demonstration information, and forgot what it's called, flow charts. And I decided I'm going to use my nice Wacom tablet for my flowcharts, since I saw a YouTuber do that. Kind of inspired me. So always find ways to make yourself happy. Always find ways to give yourself a reason to get back to work. I know it can be hard sometimes, where you're just working and you're like, I don't want to work. I just want to go home. I want to be with my friends. I don't want to be at work. Like I've gotten that feeling so many times. And those days, they hit you. They hit everyone. I would say they hit majority of the world. We're in this generation, this day and age, working has become a life for us. It's no longer work. It now is your life. Work is your life. The statistics say you are more likely to know your boss and your manager by the time of retirement than you will your wife or your children, because you're just always with them. You're always socializing with them. That's just life. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys benefited somehow from this video, from this YouTube video, and maybe I shared some input, some of my experiences. I'm no expert. I don't have a PhD in effective or efficient work lifestyles. I don't know. I just like to share my opinions, just as I watch other people share their opinions, and it sheds new light and new information onto me. I'm sure they're not experts as well. They don't claim to be, at least the people whom I go to for inspiration. Sometimes a good basis of communication is great for growing your knowledge, because it sheds a perspective that you may not have just thought of at that moment. And that's really my intention of these videos. I love doing this. To me, it's what I hope to do with this is to foster a basis of communication. I'm very much a type of individual where I believe in our day and age, I find it very rare and hard to really have an in-depth intellectual conversation about life, about business, about work, with colleagues or friends and family. It's usually just stupid stuff that you're having conversations about who wore this, or what's trending on the TV, or did you hear about this, or it's politics, or just not my choices of communication. I love to talk about lifestyle, love to talk about business, love to talk about coffee, music, and on occasion games. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I felt like it was a unique take onto what I've been posting recently, but I really hope you guys really enjoyed it. I'm gonna get a new hiking vlog soon. Minimalism challenge has been uploaded today. This video is also going to go up the same day as the minimalism challenge, so as soon as it's done, I'm going to upload this video there. So excuse the mess, it's for the next minimalism challenge video. So I know there's stuff over here can't even see all of it. But I've been also prepping for some networking events and social media events. I got new business cards to test out. I can show you guys. So a new marketing business card. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so this is the new business card I've got, and it's pretty thick. I'm not sure if you guys can tell. It's a thick card. I think it was 27 ppi. They call them ppi, but I know ppi is pixels per inch. But I'm like, this is not pixels. I don't know. It was 27. The thickness was 27 something. So it was pretty thick. The thickest one was 31. So it was one below the thickest. So they're pretty cool. First time with this company. I don't know if I'll go with them again. I feel like they kind of butchered the back. The font is so small. It's like almost like you really have to like look at it and like bring it close to your face. Like when I have a business card, I like to look far away, but maybe I might get a new video talk about business cards. I don't know. But all right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I love you guys so much. Till later, till next time. Hope you guys have a good day. I love you all so much. Peace.